Good afternoon,
Hola a
everyone.
todos.
Hello, everyone. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. Today we are in a very symbolic place for the moment, which we are living as a country. I wanted to come to participate, today, of this inauguration, which is something that does not usually do, not only to celebrate the immense investment which they are doing, but because a supermarket reflects, perhaps better than any other place, the enormous change that has occurred throughout this last year in Argentina. A supermarket is the place where people come to buy what they need. For years, the supermarkets were a place of great bitterness for the Argentines because they came here to see how prices were, every day, a little higher. They came to meet in anguish because the money was not enough to buy those who needed. That was repeated, for years, in an infernal spiral. Thanks to the efforts of the Argentines and the tireless work of the government they chose, that was over. We are taking out the fangs of that voracious state from the neck of the Argentines. And, little by little, we will see that every time an Argentine enters a supermarket, will discover that you can buy more things at a better price and better quality. The end of the scourge of inflation brings multiple benefits. It allows people to know that what they are going to collect for their work will have a value today and will have the same value tomorrow. It allows entrepreneurs to know that their costs will be the same today that within a year. This generates that everyone can focus on being more productive instead of having to be concerned about the unpredictability of prices. Today, we are facing an investment of almost $50 million made by a private company. Today we do not come to applaud a politician who, in a pathetic act, inaugurates a work with overprices as a result of its uselessness or corruption. Today, we are celebrating the creation of genuine demand, not only for the demand for labor and services that the construction of this complex implied, but also the use of each of the people who are going to work here and all the actors that will supply this property. No one had to take money from discretionary, via taxes, to generate this job. It was given spontaneously in the mutual benefit agreement of all parties involved. And congratulations, because this inauguration occurs within the framework of the recovery of consumption, which, in recent months, has been registering a growth well above expected, even by the most optimistic, or talking about what they expected this would go wrong. Once again, I bring bad news because things are still improving. Little by little, the gears of this oxidized machinery begin to oil, which we had as economics, and many entrepreneurs are beginning to lose their fear. Come in our economic program an opportunity to make investments with the peace of mind that there is a government that, under no circumstances, will deliver its fundamental premise that is, the fiscal deficit is not negotiated and private property is respected with rajatabla. The first who lost their fear were the young people who, in front of a system that did not give them solutions, decided to push so that, in Argentina, there is a total change. The rest of society also losing fear because they understood that the only security that the system gave them, in which they lived, was that we were going to continue in the decline. Today, more and more Argentines who lost their fear, and that is why, if any doubt, there is also a government that is not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid because the failed state in the past. We are not going to return to the past. We are the future in progress. I ask the entrepreneurs for the same thing. Do not be afraid. We are doing our part and we will not stop until you break all the obstacles and chains which we're putting for so many years. For us, you are not the enemy. For us, you are heroes. You are social benefactors. And despite the titanic efforts of the cast to scare ourselves, we are still firm with the conviction from the first day. Almost a year after having assumed, we show that the strength of our convictions and the strength of the Argentines who support us are much more powerful than the destructive maneuvers which invent, every day, to try to stop us. On all battlefronts we have fulfilled our goals, achieving milestones that even exceed what we set out. And if we could achieve everything we achieved with both against, imagine how much more we can achieve with wind in favor. Imagine how much more we can achieve now that we have settled the foundations for the growth and freedom of Argentines. Prosperous times are coming. Free times are coming. Happy times are coming. The era of economic shamanism of price control was over. The time of dire inventions is over, such as the gondola's law, which ended in empty gondolas. Today, even an ape in Argentina understands that this ends badly with forgiveness of the apes. Likewise, some loose monkeys walk, but especially some who ask for coup d'état but already know who they are and how much they have failed. Yes, like others that he liked to control, putting guns on the table. The success of our economic model is the success of a society that understood that the recipes that applied politicians over and over again brought more misery. It is the success of a town that decided to face the problems and those that caused them. Thanks to them, Argentina, from the competition. Now the entrepreneurs who will win money will be those that are efficient and sell better products at a better price. Those who are going to lose are the entrepreneurs who lived from some decree, and we will not miss them. Those prebenders are not going to miss them. Today is the Argentina of businessmen, good entrepreneurs, efficient entrepreneurs, who earn bread serving others with better quality goods at a better price. And we are not going to miss the time when a group of enlightened wanted to tell us how we have to live, taking away freedom. Nor will we forget the damage they caused. We have a simple and clear direction. Every day we reduce state spending. That allows us to lower taxes. As we continue to lower taxes, investments such as this will continue, and we are just beginning. This is not a government that is supported by the money of entrepreneurs who benefit from their measures, nor does a propaganda apparatus sustain us, designed to install lies. We are defended by Argentines, who have the decision to end decades, and we are achieving it. Therefore, God bless Argentines, and forces of heaven accompany us. Long live freedom, damn it. Thank you very much to everyone.